fatigue outfit, solid wool, and the heavier coat, I believe this is a heavier coat that's solid blue and much thicker, and that was for more formal wear, but this is the fatigue outfit. The same as the American revolutionaries and the colonists before they were revolutionaries, and the English and the French and the Dutch and all of the armies at that time would wear a very similar kind of hat. The only thing that was distinguishing was the color of the ribbon. So the red signifies that we're soldiers of Carlos III, King of Spain. You take one of the paper cartridges, and they were paper cartridges, and they would have gunpowder all the way down to the ball on the bottom, and you had to, one of the requirements of being a soldier is you had to have 2 teeth that met. Didn't have to have any other teeth, but you had to have 2 teeth that met, because one of your requirements was you'd have to chew off the top of that, spit that out, pour some of the gunpowder in the pan. It would close like that. Then what you would do is take the rest of the powder and pour it down, and then the ball after that, and then it's leaking out the bottom. It's not such good. Got to put that together better. That's what the gunpowder looks like. And so after they'd done that a few times, they were called the black-lipped soldiers because you have gunpowder. It tastes really wonderful, let me tell you, from prior experience. Anyway, so you pour the rest of it down there, ram that down, take the ramrod out like this, and you have to turn it that way so you don't hit the guy next to you. And then you start it, and you ram that down. And make sure that it's there. Then you turn it around, return your ramrod. It's important that you return your ramrod, because if you don't, you're not going to shoot more than that one time, and then it just becomes a big club. And when you ram this down, you only use one finger, and the reason you do that is, and remember, this is gunpowder, and it's explosive, and it might go boom. And if it goes boom, and you just got one finger there, and then you only use one finger, you got 4 more to play with. So then you've done that.
Accidents happened often.
It would happen certainly occasionally anyway. Then what you would do is if you were aiming at somebody, you'd be like this, but you would come back to full cock like that. And you're not going to be able to see too well. There's no powder in there, so it's not going to explode. But what you would do is that when you pull the trigger, this is flint and steel, which you're going to hear something about, and that's how you made fire in old days. In this instance, this is a piece of flint which creates sparks when it hits the piece of steel there. The sparks fall down into where you've put the gunpowder there. That sets off that charge, that sets off the main charge, and it goes boom. You didn't see anything, but if I got into the shade, you'd be able to see that there's sparks there. So how many times could you do that?
Can I try holding it?
Sure. There's a prison. That's next. Push. There you go. Now, when you're ready, then you pull it back to full cock.
Okay.
And then you're ready to shoot. And you pull the trigger.
Whoa!
You would aim this like this, and one of you, watch me, I'll get that. Yeah. But you would be like this, and you would, and if they were going to charge you, you'd be right next to your buddy, and you'd have about 10 in a row like this, and you'd be lodged like this. Now, a horseman's not going to try to come at that, but if you're spaced 5 feet apart, they can get right in between you and go slashing and killing everything in between. But if you're right together, shoulder to shoulder, then they won't do this.